now.
Yeah.
Talk about noise, talk about friendship.
Okay, friendships. Wow.
You're one of my best friends. I think you're great.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really glad we met.
I think you're fucking amazing, my bro. I think you're a good man.
So glad
you're
we met, man. I think you're great.
You're a good man.
You and Raphael, you know?
Yeah.
Both of you. I love this podcast and I love the chats that we're having. And I love having made new friends in my 30s because I always thought that was going to be next to impossible. And also, I know who you're meeting now. I know who you're friends with now. I didn't know who the hell I was, like all the way even through my 20s, I don't think.
No.
So I'm glad. I've lost friends also. That was like, oh, okay, they didn't enjoy hanging out with me enough and they didn't want to let me know. And now they're just completely out of my life.
Yeah.
But if I haven't heard from you in 2 years, I'll figure that out, you know?
Yeah, but that's
part of being a person as well.
It's just, I think it's like that. Like I've heard a lot of my friends, the same thing. Like, you know, with the podcast is one of the most, I think, enriching things. You know, it really enriches me and nourishes me because I feel like I've talked about the things in my head to somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'm not that crazy. And I was like, I am a little weird, but that's fine. I think everybody is.
Yeah.
So I have friends who I haven't talked to. Like, there's a love, you know. Like we have this thing. I grew up with these two guys, TJ and Sam. And it's really funny how even now, if we call each other, we talk like how we used to talk when we were in school. Like it's the same thing. We haven't changed. And that's, I think that, you know, we just froze ourselves in a bubble of time.
Yeah.
Like we're always comfortable there, but we've all physically and, you know, mentally just progressed as we grew. You know, we live in this time and age, right? So I feel it's very important, and I also value that more since we talk about friendships. I can't be a friend to everybody because that's just me giving a lot of me out.
Then you're an enemy to yourself. That's what Sam says.
Yeah. Then you're a big enemy to yourself. You can't give yourself out too much. A lot of people exist. You can be kind. You can have the friends that make you a better person. You can surround yourself with people who uplift and make you better, rather than surrounded by people who kind of share the same interests. If you know what I mean. Like, just because I like drinking wine does not mean that I need to form a wine club with people who have the like mind. I have nothing to gain from those. People who like wine might have a very different ideology of life to me, but the one thing we share is wine. So maybe there's a friend who you can find one person rather than forming a club, like, you know, rather than forming a group of people. Like you could find one person to do it. Now that almost sounds like as if I'm talking about the club now. Right? It almost, you see what I'm saying? It's very similar. Like I used to be a part of groups of people, of friends. I never fit in. I always felt like, yeah, this is so weird. It's not me.
Yep.
Like I can't sit and watch football for fucking 3 hours straight. I was like, wow, that's 3 years of my life gone watching guys kick ball around. Cool. Are you chasing the dopamine? Like, are you chasing the high? Yeah, because that's not what gives me the high. I'd rather sit and have a conversation with somebody, get to know the person, and do something creative. Like if they say like, yo, let's film a bee. Like, you know, wildlife. Like you just go real close and let's do that. Let's do it right. That's what interests me. I'm like, okay, you want to play rummy? Let's play rummy. Let's do a puzzle. Like these are the kind of things that drives me. And like training, sport, like physical activity. Like, I don't want to sit and watch a sport. That's not my thing.
Yep.
I'd rather be playing the sport. Yeah, so I find that to be the case. Most times I don't really fit in. So I feel like I'm an introverted extrovert.
Interesting.
So I'm an introvert. Like, I like my own space. I love time to me. I don't want anybody around. I'm just like, I'm good. Who's coming today? Like you're the first person who's actually just walked in to the door, and I've never said anything to. Usually I'm just like, excuse me, can you please ring the bell or something? What the hell's wrong with you? I don't walk into my space like that. You know, because I was caught off guard. Like I knew you were coming.
Yeah.
But you just walked in. I heard some noise there and I was just like, it's gotta be Leo. I was okay. Usually when I hear that sound, I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I can see this guy, you know, who's come with the box and I was like, you just walked into my house? Dude. Like, ring the bell.
Yeah.
Call me. Yeah. I'm special at that, but I value my friendships a lot. I value my friendships, and I always try to give. I remember this podcast we had with Raf, and Rafael said, he's like, yeah, I know when people don't help me, I feel like there's an ulterior motive there. And I felt really taken aback by it, because I was just like, no, there are people who do that, but
you're
not
not one
guys
of them,
like
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
There's so many of me.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. We just want to see you happy, dude. Like, that's fine. I got everything I need. I don't want anything from you. Maybe if I help you with something, you can help me with something. But that's just barter trade. That's how we are. Like, if you buy me coffee, I sound like I'm obligated to buy you one. It makes me happy to buy you one. So I'm like, I don't care. That's just fucking money. Just throw out the window.
I always say always welcome, never obligated
Yes.
to our events.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that would be something that should be, yeah. I think that my friendships I've been blessed with so many, and since the last 2 years, and I've been like, I'm grateful for the people I have in my life, and I've also cut out a lot.
Yeah, you have to, as you change. Like, it's
As you
natural
change,
to-
you understand that people don't really vibe with you. They don't see who you are anymore, or they have a lot more advice to give you. Like, they feel like they know a lot more. And I was like, okay, dude, we're all in the same thing, right? You're no better than me. So stop telling me that I should do it like this. How about come into my life, enrich me, give me positive feedback to get me to go where you want me to go, and then I'll eventually see what you did and appreciate you for it.
Yeah.
Like, that would be great. But it's mostly, so I've cut out a lot of people. And I know there are energy vampires. There's lots. You probably know. Energy vampires. They'll use you for, what they need. And then when they're done with it, they just kindly, kind of write your name off things.
Don't know what you're talking about. I think that's so sad. I think that some people are in certain industries. It happened. I mean, in the music industry, it's the same. Yeah, for sure.
God.
I think certain people see the way an industry works, and they think in order to get into that industry, I need to act the way they do.
Or to progress in any way, advance themselves.
Yeah.
Then you gotta be a little sly, because business is, it's a little. You're gonna be a little cunning to go through.
And they always, apparently they always talk about how good psychopaths are at being CEOs and so on, but then they say actually there are very few, because they do high risk behavior, they fuck people over, they don't have a strong social network, they're not actually good, because you need a solid network of people around you that you're building and growing. In this film that we're making, I'm going to get a woman in next week who I've never had her act before, but I met her last year for a coffee, and it's these little connections that you're making and holding on to are what make you powerful as a person,
Yeah. If they respect you for even after so many years, and they're still friends with you,
Yeah.
that means they actually see you as someone that they care about and they respect. Deep down, I'd like to have people who are worthy of my respect.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not about, I hate people who are double morals, number one. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not. I could have some sort of a double standard at certain things, but at least I'm willing to get over it and change.
Yeah.
Right? And be like, okay, I'm aware. I'm okay to take accountability for my fuck ups. If I fuck up, I'm okay to say, dude, I'm really sorry. I messed up. Please forgive me. I'm okay to say that. But also, I'm also okay to punch you in the face if you piss me off. I'm not literally punch you, but
Yeah.
saying that I'm also ready to give it back. Right? And I think that's mostly because, niceness takes advantage. People want to be friends, right? That's what friends, on Facebook too, social media. It's a friend request, right? When they add you, I was like, no.
It's not a friend.
It's not my friend.
It's just a word.
You're just, but the word friend, right? It's taken completely out of context.
Yeah.
And now it's just, Instagram does it better. Followers, I follow you.
Yep.
Cool. That makes sense.
Yep.
But when you say a friend, or when people say that, oh yeah, he's my friend, and I was like, really? Since when? Did anyone ask me? Did you ask me? I'm not your friend. I don't know you. But yeah, if you know the person is something, to referring to somebody as a friend.
Yeah.
Friendships to me are very important, like family. Like I value my family time and my friends' time. Like I enjoy having friends around.
Yeah.
And they're like family to me. So I consider them like, so that's why I call you bro.
Yeah.
And I don't call everybody that. I call just select few people like, hey, what's up, bro? And the others are like, hey, man. It becomes man, right? I immediately switch.
Nice.
Hey, man.
Yeah. That's cool. I think that we're talking about like lost friendships and so on, and I was thinking about how if you are good friends with someone, it means holding them accountable sometimes and going like, hey, you pissed me off because of here, this and this, don't do that again. And like I recently stopped talking to somebody because they screwed me over, as you know. But I would want you to know that we've been friends long enough that I would bother enough to tell you. Like, I'm not just going to ghost you one day, because I feel like someone is really deserving of your energy if they tell you specifically what you did to hurt them. It's like there's a lot of trust in that, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of you to be brave enough to do that. And I would do it with us, but there's some other people I was just like, all right, see you. You know?
Bye.
Yeah.
You know.
Best of luck.
Best of luck to you. Well, yeah.
See how far you get in life doing that.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, you know, even if you do go far, you would have this haunting you, and that's enough.
Yeah.
You haven't really gone that far, have you? You think you've gone far, you've advanced in one spectrum of your life, but the reality of the situation is that it really bothers you.
I'm just going to make a list of people that I need to send selfies to. Yeah. No
Here
comment, just
no comment.
This guy right here, you know.
Told you. Just a selfie. Here it goes to me. I see you, baby.
Yeah, please stop sending me selfies. The ghost of selfies passed.
Yeah, man, but I think it's I'm happy, man. I'm happy with where things are right now. I'm grateful. So I have good friends, good peeps, and I think we could do a lot better with friendships and selecting the people we want to be around.
It's tough, man. I think that I was talking to Nadja about this. You've not met her, but she's very lovely. She's an artist, and I went to go see her. I can't remember what she said that brought it up, but she said nobody is ever 100% pleased to see somebody else. There's always a little bit of awkwardness. And like for me, I'm always trying to leave. Not today, I feel relaxed around you, I think, but most other social interactions, I'm trying to leave them cleanly. Like before I say something stupid, or before I say something that I regret, before I offend somebody, I want to get out, before I'm so tired that I'm moody or something.
Yep.
I'm trying to escape every social interaction cleanly. And that means being vigilant of yourself in a way that you don't have to be when you're just by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So that's why face-to-face friendships they're tough, and they can be painful as well. But you need that. And I think about filmmaking, like lots of people say that they have fun on set. They're more than welcome to have fun. For me, I find it very stressful, all the planning, all of the being around all the other people. But I get this real sense of achievement when it's over. And that's what friendships are like to me as well.
Yeah.
It's like being seen really intimately by someone else is humiliating in a way, you know?
True.
You have to let yourself do that to have a meaningful life, you know?
Absolutely.
But it's painful.
All those sides have to be visible, right? Like,
yeah.
The more you're honest with a person, like I truly believe in that. I believe honesty and communication. These are the two things that I stick by. Like, if you're an asshole, at least have the decency to show me that you're an asshole.
So we have final thoughts, friendship?
On friendship, find good friends, and when you find them, keep them. They're like gold. You know, they just grow in value over time.
I would say that, like, I don't know if I knew this, but when I made the film club, I didn't realize how many of my problems could be solved by just getting out the house and hanging out with a bunch of people, anyone at all. Like, so start where you are, start hanging out with like anyone. And like you're talking about this wine club thing, like most people I think would just use any excuse to go hang out with a bunch of new people as well they should.
It's social, right? Because we're social beings, and also many people are social, but like humans are naturally social.
I am as well. I mean, I need it.
I need that fix, but some days I'm just like, no,
exactly.
No. Today I'm just at home today. Like I ain't doing nothing, but I know. I was playing Friday last weekend Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, it's so many people. and then you come home, and then you have just a few hours to cool off, and then back out again. And we meet so many people, and then you come back home and you do the same thing 3 days in a row. And then yesterday was supposed to be just like a day to relax. I couldn't. Woke up, out again. Today I was like, yeah, I need a small one person. One person's good. Leo's here.
Yeah, no,
That's good. That's enough for the day. And then after that, when I go to the store, I get this, social
bit of interaction. Yeah.
I was like, why? Why can't I just not telepathically order my stuff, pay it through my mind, and it's here? Right? Yeah. Yeah, but I think, what you were saying, social, like people would go out for anything. They would just run for an opportunity to meet new people.
Yeah. And I'm glad they drag that social interaction out of me, because I would talk to them like 100% about just making a film, like stand there, say this, do that. Because that's why I came out the house, but most other people, it's to chat. And I'm glad they've brought chat and friendship and just like social interaction into my life, because it's valuable if it comes from anyone, really.
Absolutely.
It comes from anyone.
It's necessary. I think we all, I think it can, during COVID, during the pandemic, I never had an issue with being with myself. I was actually more interested in all the things I could possibly do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, cool, let me learn something new. And then I, wanted filmmaking. I wanted to start writing scripts. I started writing. And I released a song during COVID. And after that, I've just been like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I don't really need people around. But sometimes, people are nice.
Sometimes people are nice.
Sometimes people are nice. But most times people are nice. It's just that they all have selfish egos and they all want something. So they just get weird. Well, that's all right. Let it go.